In the darkest corners of reality, where the shadows of the past still linger, there are stories that refuse to be forgotten, tales of crime, mystery, and the supernatural that blur the line between the seen and the unseen. Welcome to Dark and True Crime Stories, where the truth is often stranger than fiction, and every story is a journey into the unknown. Are you ready to uncover the secrets that others fear to tell? Subscribe and join us as we delve into the darkness. If your house, the unsettling mystery of 657 Boulevard. The case of the Watcher House is a chilling story about a family who began receiving threatening letters after moving into their dream home in Westfield, New Jersey. This real-life horror story has captivated audiences due to its unsettling nature and unresolved mystery. In the quiet, affluent suburb of Westfield, New Jersey, stands a house that was meant to be a family's dream home. But soon after they moved in, that dream turned into a nightmare. Mysterious letters began arriving, written by someone who claimed to be watching the house and its new inhabitants. This is the disturbing story of 657 Boulevard, known to many as the Watcher House. In June 2014, Derek and Maria Broadus, along with their 3 young children, purchased a beautiful 6-bedroom house at 657 Boulevard. The house, built in 1905, was located in one of the safest neighborhoods in America. The Broadus family was eager to move in and begin their new life. But before they could even unpack, something sinister began to unfold. Just 3 days after closing on the house, Derek Broadus checked the mail and found a white envelope addressed in large, clunky handwriting to the new owner. What he read inside would change their lives forever. The letter began innocuously enough, welcoming the family to the neighborhood, but soon the tone took a dark and unsettling turn. The anonymous writer, who signed off as the Watcher, claimed that their family had been watching 657 Boulevard for decades. The letter contained personal details about the family, including the names and ages of their children. 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, the letter read. I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched in the 1960s. It is now my time. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested? The letter ended with a chilling question. Who am I? There are hundreds and hundreds of cars that drive by 657 Boulevard each day. Maybe I'm in one. Look at all the windows you can see from 657 Boulevard. Maybe I am in one. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Let the party begin. Understandably shaken, Derek and Maria contacted the police, who advised them not to tell their neighbors about the letter, as everyone was now a suspect. Despite their best efforts to keep the matter private, more letters soon followed, each one more disturbing than the last. The letters continued to reference young blood and hinted at intimate knowledge of the family's daily lives. I see already that you have flooded 657 Boulevard with contractors so that you can destroy the house as it was supposed to be. Tsk, tsk, tsk. Bad move. You don't want to make 657 Boulevard unhappy. The writer seemed to know everything about the Broadus family's comings and goings, escalating their fear and paranoia. Desperate for answers, the Broaduses hired private investigators and forensic experts to try to uncover the Watcher's identity. They even reached out to the previous owners of the house, the Woods family, who revealed that they had also received a letter from the Watcher shortly before moving out. However, they had dismissed it as a prank. Investigators focused on the neighborhood, interviewing residents and looking into anyone with a potential motive. Suspicion fell on several neighbors, particularly an older man who lived nearby and was known to sit on a lawn chair in front of his house, facing 657 Boulevard. Another suspect was a couple living on the same street, who were described as eccentric and had been seen lurking around the house. Yet despite these efforts, no one was ever charged, and the Watcher's identity remained a mystery. The Broadus family, consumed by fear, eventually decided that they could never live in the house. They put it back on the market, but selling a home with such a terrifying backstory proved difficult. After years of trying, they finally managed to sell the house in 2019, but at a significant financial loss. The Watcher house remains one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in recent history. Was it a cruel prank, a deranged stalker, or something more sinister? The identity of the Watcher and the true motive behind those terrifying letters may never be known. But one thing is certain. 657. Boulevard will forever be haunted by the fear and uncertainty it instilled in the Broadus family. To this day, the case of the Watcher remains unsolved. Theories abound, from disgruntled neighbors to real estate envy, and even the possibility that the Broadus family fabricated the entire ordeal. But with no concrete evidence, the truth remains elusive. What do you think? Was the Watcher a real threat or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.